Yeah, to me, this has always been one of the most concerning, and I guess I would say troubling parts of the King James Bible. Okay, it reveals a lot as far as lies go. It's Mark 16:9. Okay, and it says, when Jesus rose early on the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, out of whom he had driven 7 demons. And it goes on to say, go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation. Now, when it gets to verse 16, whoever believes and is baptized shall be saved, blah, 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 blah. But the problem is, Jesus never said that. In fact, some older Bibles will tell you that the Gospel of Mark stops at chapter 16, verse 8, and that verses 9 through 20 were added about 200 years later. By who? And to add insult to injury, the newly written verses are written in red to give the impression that Jesus said them himself. Damn. God's word. Yeah, right. You know, and I can go on, but that part has always been troubling, that they can just add that in there. And at the bottom of most Bibles, they put down there that it was added and put in red to believe, so you can believe that it's actual words coming from Jesus' mouth, although none of the Gospels was written during Jesus' lifetime. You see? Anyway, you know, a lot of the white Christians depend heavily on other races' misinterpretation of the Bible so they can control them. You know, a lot of the white Christians also will do a whole lot of dirty stuff and call it clean, but say that they Christians. You know, they tell the victims that God told them to do it. And then back in the day, you know, many years ago, a lot of the white Christians, especially Catholics, they used to try to buy their way into heaven. They would say you're relative to the priest and the clergy would tell you that your relatives was burning in hell and that you had to bring a certain amount of money up to the church in order to then donate in order to get your relative up out of hell, burning. So you can't believe that. That's why, you know, so many of these people have so many variations of the Bible: Baptists, evangelical, Protestants, Catholics, Christians, all of them jockeying for space, trying to rationalize something that is absolute bullshit. All a money scheme to get your money, catering their ideology to each other and to be separate from each other so that they can appeal to a vast amount of people, you know? So you have to ask an intelligent, rational person, how much evidence do you need before you understand that you've been duped? And you have to go from there, you know, because like I said, here lately and over the past 20, 25 years, especially with the young folks, a lot of them are waking up. You know, black folks, you know, Africans, the Moors, natives, Asians, all these groups, they might have a little bit of nonsense mixed up in the doctrine, but most of them are getting far away from the Jesus Christ nonsense, and that's a good thing. Anyway, you know, like, subscribe, share, whatever.